Avadikian and Captain Lee Dye. And also on board today is Weapons Officer Captain John Leone. And these guys are ready to show you what 500 knots looks like. Ladies and gentlemen, on the roll, the Northrop E-6B Prowler. It's carried out a number of missions for jamming enemy radar systems, as well as gathering radio intelligence. Folks, we don't necessarily want to leave, alone. We want to hear what they're doing. This is the airplane that the Marines and a number of other services use just for that. The EA-6B is capable of carrying and firing anti-radiation missiles, that is, like the ARM, also the HARM missile. The aircrew of the EA-6B consists of one pilot and 3 electronic countermeasures officers. Well, it's not uncommon for only 2 ECMOs to be used on a mission. Today, the Marines are operating this airplane, and they're doing a fine job of it. Watch now as Captain Greg Avadikian slows this thing down to 140 knots, showing you the slow speed, dirty pass that you might see if this thing was coming aboard a ship. Watch now as they get this thing down and dirty to 140 knots. You see that big thing hanging down from the back? That's the tail hook. Looking for that third wire. Passes now. Rhode Island, give it up for Captain Avadikian and Captain Dye. They're going to really show you what this thing is made of. Aiming for over 500 knots now. Watch as they circle around. They're going to come around from behind here. Look at that big old E-6B crank. Let's do that again. What do you say, huh? Let Captain Dye run this pass. crank this thing up again. Rhode Island, are you having fun? Our buddies at the Marine Corps who are flying that airplane. Captain Greg Abadikian from Columbus, Ohio. And Captain Lee Dye. They said they're going to give you the carrier break next. We're going to fast pass. You're going to see that airplane pitch up and roll out like it's going to land on an aircraft carrier. We're going to demonstrate that for you right now. I guarantee you Captain John Leone in the back right now, the weapons guy, he's prepping everything, getting it ready because they're going to come aboard here in just a matter of seconds. Watch now as that E-6B searching for that imaginary aircraft carrier circles high overhead. They're going to come in fast and then pitch up for the carrier break. Celebrating 100 years of United States Marine Corps aviation, the E-6B Prowler proudly on display for you today, folks, as well as the F-40 Quonset on takeoff. Followed by the sound clear, your P-1 Mustang. Imagine yourself, if you will, on the deck of that pitching aircraft carrier. You're watching now as that E-6B lines up to land. He's aiming for the third wire, but he's had a long mission. He and his crew are tired and weary. The aircraft might have holes shot in it. You never know. These guys, they're going to get it home. They're going to show you right now as they trap this airplane right here in Quonset. Watch now. The gear and flaps are down. You can see those big speed brakes out on the wingtips. They're ready to go. Captain Abadikian, Captain Dye, some of the finest Marine Corps aviators out of Cherry Point, North Carolina. They're here with you today on this Father's Day, demonstrating just what they do day in and day out to serve and protect the United States of America. Wheels down, ladies and gentlemen, for your E-6B from the United States Marine Corps, celebrating 100 years of aviation today. Our hats off to him and a big round of applause for Captain Greg Abadikian, Captain John Leone, the weapons officer, and Captain Lee Dye, the co-pilot, on today's mission. And now, the men of the United States